What's going on here? Got you with a big old mouthful of food, don't I?
A pure smile right now, brother. Good old coleslaw. Check this out. Ribs, pulled pork, baked beans. This is true hunting camp food right here, man. Literally, the minute Marty and I pulled into camp here at Freedom Hunt, torrential downpours. It's been such a muddy mess, and actually, there's a long lane to get back here. They actually had to shut it down. Four-wheel drive trucks are sliding, so it's slicker than Hogstein out here. But hey, it's hunting, it's an adventure, and we make the best of it every time. So we're still making memories, and we're having a blast. We're watching kids play, they're having fun, they don't care. It's like kids playing in the rain, right?
Got the old catfish steak all rolling.
So they're loving it. Yeah, we're just gonna get a good meal, and hopefully the weather's gonna clear tomorrow. We don't know how tomorrow morning's looking, but tomorrow is Indiana's opening day for youth hunt, so that's why we're here. We're celebrating hunting with these kids, and they're getting a chance to go on a hunt of a lifetime. It's completely incredible. We're with Mr. Gene right here, and he's a part of Freedom Hunt. Can you tell us a little bit about what Freedom Hunt is all about?
We do what we can during the Indiana youth season, the last weekend of September, to help any kids with any kind of handicap to get out and get in the woods and have a chance to harvest a deer.
And how many years have you been a part of Freedom Hunt?
This is my 8th year. The first kid I took, he was in a wheelchair, extremely handicapped, and it was the first year Indiana allowed the youth to take a buck, and we got a buck opening morning. It was the first buck that was ever taken for the Freedom Hunt. But the coolest part was when we got a hold of his mom. Here she come across the field with a handicap van, just bouncing across that field. She couldn't wait to get to us and see the deer, and she gets out of the van and she's laughing, she's crying, she's hugging everybody, and it really made an impression on me that day. And I just look forward to this every year now. Yeah, all the years I've hunted, I've had a lot of good success, but this is really something very unique, very rewarding.
All right, guys, so we're out here at the Freedom Hunt. The sun's popped out. It's dried off a little bit. It's looking good. Still not able to get people in and out on the road. It's just too muddy right now, but we've got a lot of kids here already, and right now they're doing something that's really cool. There's a lot of different groups that get together to donate a package for each one of the kids to be able to take a bunch of cool hunting products to help keep them into hunting, you know, next year and the years beyond, and use during hunt right now. So it's cool getting to watch these expressions on their face, man. That's what it's all about. This is awesome.
And last thing, this!
Well, we weathered a rough night last night, made it through a bunch of storms that came through, and unfortunately woke up to some really bad news. There's a bunch more storms coming in, and just due to all the rain that we've got, and you know, the chance of somebody having a limb come down on them, or mud with the wheelchairs and things like that, they've actually called off the entire hunt.
All right, well, everybody be safe.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Thank you for being here for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm gonna cry.
It's really heartbreak for a lot of people. Some of these guides and hunters have been hunting together for 4 or 5 years now, and this was their last year to be able to make it out. So really disappointing, but what can you do?
Well, that really sucks.
Yeah.
Gosh. What can you do? Things that are out of our control.
I know.
So, as you guys know already, we got rained out for the Freedom Hunt event, which is an early season youth hunt where the children and the youth can use rifles. So it's going to be a little different today because now since that's passed, we're into archery season, and so they can use crossbows here in Indiana and stuff like that. So we got a buck that we've been keeping a little eye on, and hopefully he comes out. We're going to be hunting here the next couple of days, trying to film this child since he didn't get a chance because of the rain and everything. So we're meeting Mr. Steve with Freedom Hunt, and we've got about an hour and 10-minute drive ahead of us here, and hopefully it's a good day, man. Good weather. It's nice and cool. It's 42 out, which is cool for us, and hopefully the deer are moving. So.
Wish we hadn't got rained out 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but I'm
For sure.
really excited about the fact we get a second chance here.
Okay, so we got Cullen here. He's a youth hunter with Freedom Hunt. Cullen, how'd you first hear about Freedom Hunt? How'd you get hooked up with these guys and this opportunity?
I first heard about Freedom Hunt from a good friend of mine. She told me about it, she invited us, and I just wanted to go out and see what it was like.
That's awesome. How many years you've been part of this?
4 years now.
And you've been a part of the turkey hunting side of things as well, too, right?
Yes.
What's one of your favorite memories that stick out?
My favorite memory's got to be first time I ever got my deer.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just remember lining that shot up and just took the shot and just remember it falling down, so.
That's awesome.
This buck has some kind of really bad mass all over his body. His eyes are all matted up with this stuff. He has a horrible growth on his belly and his side. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Ear broke down on one side. Just looks like the animal is really suffering, and the landowner has asked if we could take that deer and get him out of there, and we don't want to see him pass this on to any other deer. So
absolutely,
that's our goal.
If we don't take this buck, the outcome is really three things for the most part.
Either the coyotes are going to get him, hit by a car, could cause a bad accident, or just a slow, painful death.
Exactly.
So I think that us trying to get this deer is the right ethical thing to do.
Absolutely.
Paralleling us, but kind of coming down a little. You got that rangefinder ready? 106 yards right now. Okay. You know, they brag about this bow being a 100-yard bow, right? So 6 more yards, let it fly.
106 yards. That's a long shot. But he's been right in here, so I'm thinking we might get lucky. Right in front of his hands, on his belly. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I've never. All the years I've hunted. That is unreal.
Okay, so the one buck that we're pursuing steps out of the field. You actually came up with a new nickname for this buck. What are you calling him?
Called him the Zombier.
The Zombier. Okay, yeah, this buck is freaky. Definitely zombie-like for sure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As a trip.
He's acting like he's going to.
We got the buck coming. He's easing, taking his time, acting like a deer like they always do. So we might be waiting it out for a while, but he was here all day 2 days ago. We'll see what happens.
I was super impressed. You were extremely calm. You did a great job. You're settling in on it. The closest we got to that deer was like, what, 86, 87 yards, I think?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I wanted to just take that shot, but
Yeah.
I knew I had to be safe, so I just didn't take it.
Yeah, and you're shooting a crossbow called the Ravin. It's rated at 100 yards and stuff like that. And you did well shooting it last night. You shot it, what, 35 yards or something? So you were just we were wanting to make sure that we were cautious, and obviously we don't want to wound that animal.
Yeah.
Make things worse by any means. So
we're sitting in the blind. We just saw the buck that we've been wanting to get on. And I thought maybe I should check my phone. From Steve. Steve's message. I'm in the blind. All caps. We see him, Steve. We just now saw him.